Shohei Ohtani's silent revenge.
August 2025. The stage is Dodger Stadium. Shohei Ohtani steps up as the leadoff hitter and designated hitter in a crucial showdown against the Padres. This series could determine who takes the division title. But surprisingly, what grabbed everyone's attention wasn't his bat, or even the team's victory. It was Shohei's unprecedented action that no one saw coming. Ohtani is known for his unwavering respect toward umpires, opponents, and even rival managers. Before every at-bat, he gives a polite nod to the umpire and greets the catcher with quiet courtesy. So what exactly happened that day? In this video, we'll take a closer look at the shocking moment when Shohei Ohtani did something the entire world couldn't believe.
Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe.
The day the most polite man in baseball stopped saying hello.
Shohei Ohtani, the man known for his unmatched humility. From picking up trash on the field to filling teammates' water bottles, he's often praised for doing things no one expects from a superstar at the very top of Major League Baseball. His respect for the game stands out even in the big leagues. Legendary managers like Aaron Boone, Bob Melvin, and Bruce Bochy have all spoken highly of his sportsmanship and grace. Even MLB's umpiring crews hold him in the highest regard. ESPN once reported, Shohei Ohtani is the only player in MLB who greets the umpire before every single at-bat. Buster Olney, one of the most respected baseball journalists in America, also testified, Ohtani never skips his hello. While most players do it only in the first inning, Ohtani does it every time he steps into the box. His hello is the best in baseball. A true embodiment of respect. That's who Shohei Ohtani has always been. But this game was different. As he glanced toward the Padres' dugout, Ohtani didn't bow, didn't nod, didn't say a word. He walked straight to the batter's box, cold, focused, and silent. What truly stunned fans, though, was his attitude toward Padres manager Mike Shildt. Ohtani, who had never failed to show courtesy to any opponent, walked right past Shildt without a single word. And this wasn't just a one-time thing. Ever since an incident against the Padres involving what many believed was a retaliatory pitch, Ohtani has continued this quiet protest, a silent ignore aimed specifically at manager Shildt. It wasn't a reaction driven by emotion. It was a deliberate act, a reflection of Shohei Ohtani's principles. Interestingly, his silence didn't extend to the whole team. Ohtani still smiled and spoke kindly to Padres catcher Brett Sullivan, just as he always does. That's why many believe his silence carried a clear message, not toward the Padres as a team, but toward one man, Mike Shildt. Local media didn't miss it either. One San Diego outlet wrote, "For a player as respectful as Shohei Ohtani to ignore our manager completely, that's serious. This isn't about emotions. It points to something deeper, maybe even a structural problem within the organization." It was hard to deny. For Ohtani to go that far, something significant must have happened. And fans felt it too, instantly. Social media lit up. Fans flooded the comments with messages like, "If Ohtani didn't say hello, there must be a real reason." And he did the right thing. It was a brave and honorable move. The majority of reactions showed strong understanding and support for his silent stance. Even MLB analysts weighed in. One commentator said, "This wasn't just ignoring someone. It was a protest rooted in his values and pride." Many believe it goes far beyond a simple misunderstanding, that there's a deeper story behind it. The fact that this small gesture became such a huge topic only proves one thing. Shohei Ohtani has always carried himself with genuine respect toward everyone. So when he breaks that pattern, people pay attention. His quiet defiance revealed something powerful, the core principle that guides him. Respect should be given only to those who truly deserve it. For many fans, this moment wasn't about drama or conflict. It was a glimpse into the strength of Ohtani's convictions, a reminder that real professionalism isn't about politeness alone, but about standing firm in what you believe is right. Now, as Ohtani's calm protest continues to raise questions, many have begun to look more closely. Not at him, but at manager Shildt. Ohtani never raised his voice, never made a scene. But in his silence, he said more than words ever could. Respect must be earned. And to understand what led him to this point, we have to go back to where it all began. The day after that controversial hit-by-pitch incident, the Los Angeles Times quoted Padres manager Mike Shildt, saying, "Pitching inside is part of baseball. We're not giving Ohtani any special treatment." At first glance, it might sound fair, but the problem wasn't in the words, it was in the intent. Pitch after pitch, Ohtani kept getting thrown inside until one finally struck his wrist, leaving him injured. And yet, not once did he complain. He didn't point fingers or express anger. He simply prepared, quietly, for the next game. Still, something inside him had clearly changed. Because to Ohtani, manners aren't just about showing respect to others. They're also a reflection of self-respect. When that pride was crossed, he answered not with words or rage, but with silence. A silence that said, "You're no longer someone I can greet." For a man who values courtesy above all else, that silence was the strongest message he could send. After the game, when reporters asked about the situation, Ohtani said only this: "Baseball is built on mutual respect. That's all I believe. No excuses, no bitterness." He simply walked away, his calm demeanor speaking louder than any statement could. Later, ESPN summed it up perfectly. His silence carried more weight than any voice. It challenged the entire league to ask what true respect really means. A man who speaks louder through his actions than his words. Shohei Ohtani's quiet protest reminded the world what real sportsmanship looks like. And behind the scenes, that silent stand began to stir something unexpected. A major change inside the Padres organization itself.
After the turmoil, manager Shildt's shocking resignation.
October 2025, a shocking headline rocked Major League Baseball. San Diego Padres manager Mike Shildt abruptly announced his resignation. The news spread across the U.S. in seconds. Local outlets, national networks, everyone was talking about it. After all, the Padres are one of the Dodgers' fiercest rivals, battling them year after year for the division crown. So when their skipper suddenly chose to walk away, the baseball world was stunned. At first, the team's official statement was brief. Manager Shildt is stepping down for personal reasons. But as reporters dug deeper, a very different picture began to emerge, one that pointed to serious internal issues within the organization. According to multiple insiders, tensions had been brewing for months between Shildt and several members of his coaching staff. Clashes over lineup decisions, strategy, and even the team's overall direction became a daily occurrence. The atmosphere in the clubhouse, sources said, was tense, constantly on edge. Some media outlets went even further, calling the situation inside the Padres an outright power struggle. One report claimed that several members of the bench staff told the front office they would resign if Shildt stayed. If true, that statement alone speaks volumes, and it's no surprise that critics began labeling him unfit to lead. What's more, this wasn't the first time Mike Shildt had faced this kind of internal conflict. Many fans remembered a similar story from his days with the St. Louis Cardinals back in 2021. Despite leading the team to the playoffs and posting solid results, the organization dismissed him at season's end. And once again, the reason wasn't about performance. It was about relationships. Multiple coaches and staff members reportedly told management, "We can't work under him anymore." Now, years later, history seemed to be repeating itself in San Diego. A manager who could deliver results, but couldn't hold the trust of his team. A pattern that had followed him from one franchise to another. After all, a manager's job isn't just to call plays or make lineup changes. It's to set the tone, to build an atmosphere of trust between players, coaches, and the front office. Without that foundation, even the sharpest strategies eventually fall apart. In that sense, this resignation wasn't just a baseball story. It was a moment that laid bare Shildt's biggest weakness, his struggle to manage people. So the question now is, what happens to the Padres after Shildt's departure? As tensions with the Dodgers continue to rise, this sudden vacancy in the Padres organization could mark a major turning point for the team. And surprisingly, the talk isn't just about who's next. It's about who that next person might be. That name? Yu Darvish. Yes, that Yu Darvish, the Japanese ace pitcher currently playing for the Padres. When his name first surfaced as a potential successor to Shildt, fans and analysts alike reacted with disbelief. But soon after, local media and social platforms began buzzing, treating the idea almost as if it were the natural next step. Darvish, known not just for his on-field brilliance, but also for his leadership and tactical mind, has long commanded the respect of teammates and opponents alike. If he were to step into the manager's role, it would be a historic first. A Japanese player becoming the manager of a Major League Baseball team, a move that, until recently, would have sounded impossible, but now feels closer than ever. And interestingly, this rumor comes right after Ohtani's silent protest, a moment that may have, indirectly, set this entire chain of events in motion. If Ohtani's quiet stand truly contributed to Shildt's downfall, then Darvish's sudden rise as a candidate feels, in a way, inevitable. For those who remember Shildt's past, the tension, the fractured clubhouse during his time with the Cardinals, this outcome almost feels like history repeating itself. Once again, a lack of trust and harmony within the team has brought down a man in charge. Because in the end, no matter how skilled or strategic a manager may be, a team cannot thrive without trust between players, coaches, and leadership. And that truth has never been clearer than it is right now. So, what do you think about Mike Shildt's sudden resignation? And how would you feel about Yu Darvish potentially becoming the next manager of the Padres? With the rivalry between the Padres and Dodgers growing deeper, could this move mean even tougher games for Shohei Ohtani ahead? Let us know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
Thanks for watching all the way through. What did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to follow Shohei Ohtani's incredible journey. See you in the next one.